guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I truly believe that homelessness will never be eradicated, will never be under control, will never be wiped out. I truly believe that. So let me tell you why. Okay, so you guys, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. The neighborhood that I moved to, it's a bunch of new builds. So Phoenix is really funny because there's a lot of older homes, there's newer homes, but there's a lot of land. So there's a lot of places where folks, different home builders build up. Okay, so I live in a new community. It's about maybe 2 years old. Okay, now in my community, if you drive a few miles up the road, there's a lot of homeless people. And typically, they're kind of right here by this Taco Bell, not to put out Taco Bell, but they're typically by, these food places right here. And every day, when I go that way, I'm like, man, why can't people help them? And now, mind you, I understand people are homeless for many reasons. It could be mental health issues. It could be just lost your job on hard times, abundance of reasons. There could be so many reasons. Okay, I understand that. But my point is, I was thinking to myself, as I was driving, I'm like, man, we spend so much money in taxes. We spend so much money on wars that we don't need to be in. We spend so much money on just so many things. Why can't our government help people? Why can't they have a path to get back on your feet? If you want to. I understand some folks may be in a mental space where they don't want to. I have seen that. So I understand that part. But for those of the people who just need an opportunity or need just assistance or something or some help to get back on track, why don't we have programs in place? And so as I'm driving, I'm just like, man, what is wrong? What is going on? It dawned on me. The government will never, ever cure homelessness. And the reason for that is it's almost like being in a capitalistic society. The people in America or wherever you are, we need to see homelessness. You need to see that, if you don't stay in the rat race, if you don't stay in the matrix, if you don't stay in this job, you can end up like that. And it dawned on me, I was like, dang, we're in spiritual warfare. Really think about it, you guys, think about it. If you knew that you'll at least have your basic shelter, there will be no fear there. There will be no fear to conform to the way society is. But we've been brainwashed, listen, if you don't go to school, if you don't get a good job, you're gonna end up like that, homeless. You're gonna end up like that. And they try to use that as a scare tactic. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like a psyop. Right? A mental and spiritual warfare, right? Think about it. Think about it. Think about if they actually had a path to recovery and, you're assigned someone. So it's not like you're just given this and then you're, okay, bye, you're on your own. But you actually have a path to actually be successful in life, if you fall on hard times. Now, mind you, I understand there's Section 8, there's food vouchers, there's all these things, but I'm talking specifically for homelessness. Right? And all that comes with it. We're not going to be oblivious and naive. We already know all what comes with it. And you need a little bit extra help, right? But I think that in order for the government or the world, wherever you may be, it could be anywhere and everywhere. In order for them to scare you into working and to stay in the matrix, you need to see the opposite of success. Okay? And I think it's a spiritual psyop. I think it's completely crazy because, for example, now let me tell you how I even arrived to this conclusion. You guys, I always talk about financial literacy. I talk about having reserves, and reserves are basically having at least 6 months everything. 6 months mortgage, rent, water, food, utilities, gas money, everything, right? that's reserves. I always talk about getting life insurance. If you don't have a spouse, you get life insurance for your kids, your grandma, like you guys get life insurance on each other. So I'm always trying to advocate financial independence, financial literacy, because I believe that we give the most valuable thing away, which is time, right? And in order to get back time, we have to set ourselves up to be financially free. That's the only way, literally, that's the only way, unless you're a trust fund baby or you have some hidden talent that can garner you millions of dollars at a time. It's like, if you don't have that, you have to plan to be financially free, right? So in my mind, I'm always thinking of like, okay, what can I do? Am I on the right track? And so I was thinking like, oh man, this will be a great business. Like what it was my babies had a soccer game, okay? And so before the soccer game, I'm at home, I'm getting their bags ready and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, I just got this great idea. And I was like, so like pumped. I was like, yes, like this could be it. Like, this is awesome. Like, okay, I got to research this, after the soccer game or whatever, maybe tomorrow I'll research it and like see what it is, right? So I take my kids to the soccer game, and on the way to the soccer game is the little part, the Taco Bell and all that, where all the homeless people like kind of congregate. And for a minute there, I was like, never mind. I'm gonna stay at my job. Like for a second there, I was like, never mind. I got a good job. What am I doing? I'm tripping. What am I doing? You know what I mean? Like it scared me. It actually scared me because I was like, okay, maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe, this job it's not so bad. You know what I mean? It's like, you think like, okay, it's not as bad. It could be worse. I could be homeless, right? And so we went to the soccer game, and then I came home, and you guys, I'm an avid thinker. I just like to think and be alone with my thoughts, and I do script writing and journaling and such like that. So I'm thinking to myself, and I was thinking like how fast I almost let the 3D world, what's going on the outside affect my decision making. And I was like, boom. If homelessness wasn't out there, I truly believe that people will have less fear, because we have all been conditioned from when we were little kids to work, and if we don't have that fear, then we will be more apt to go for it. But since some of us have that fear because we don't want to have the alternative, we're like, okay, let me just do the thing that they have been preaching. Like, think about it. When you were in kindergarten, you're asked, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? So they're already grooming you. That's a grooming question of being a worker bee. Or working, they're grooming you. Like, what do you want to be? Like, why are you asking me as a kindergarten what I want to be? Like, why are you having me trying to think, implant a seed? What do you want to be when you grow up? What about, what makes you happy? Hey, little kiddo, what makes you happy? Oh, you know what? That makes you happy? Okay, you can do that. But it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then I just feel like it just sends you down this path of, okay, and then you guys remember when they were just pushing like, okay, college, which is great. College is great, but what it's not great is giving $200,000 loans to an 18-year-old, right? So you're saying I can't vote, but I can get a house in student debt, but I can't actually get a house, right? I could be approved for student loans, but I can't be approved for a business loan. Like it's all spiritual psyop. It's all spiritual warfare in my mind. So I was just thinking like, it's a darn shame. Now, mind you, I hope I'm totally wrong. I hope that homelessness is taken care of and it's better, and we have steps to get more people off the street and get more people the help that they need. I hope and I pray that happens. But I feel like it's hard when we live in a capitalistic society, because I think that is put there to remind people to stay in line, to like whip people in shape. Like, You're trying to get a line. You're trying to go for it. Oh, look, let me sprinkle some fear. Let me sprinkle some fear on your dreams. And that's kind of what I think. And I was just like, I wonder if you guys feel the same way. Do you feel like, it's a spiritual psyop. To me, everything is deep. Everything is deep. Everything can go deep. You know, and what I mean by that is it's not just one reason why hasn't changed. You know what I mean? Like, we're paying more taxes, we're paying more money. We spend so much money on stuff that doesn't even matter, and we could be spending it on healthcare. We can be spending it on food banks. There are so many people who don't have food. You know what I mean? Like, affordable stuff, like, you know, even women, like, if you are homeless and you're a woman, just think, you don't have your sanitary napkins, you don't have your woman things, like there are so many things that we could help, and I think that government has money, but those programs aren't, you know, up, or at least maybe I don't know about them or whatever, but I just think that they haven't taken care of that for a reason. And I think it's a reminder, a fear reminder, like a little seed, like, don't follow your dreams or else you could end up like that, right? So I think in conclusion, guys, I just want to say, do not let fear determine your destiny. There's an amazing quote that I love from Will Smith, and he says that the best things in life are on the other side of fear. So whatever that is, once you get over that hump, that's when you know, like, okay, this is what it's all for. This is awesome. So do not let fear get in your way. Go for it. And I think the path to happiness and just getting out of the rat race is financial freedom. And mind you, I don't think money makes you happy. Okay, I want to just make that clear. I don't think money makes you happy. It can. I think it's a tool. But what I mean by that is when you have financial freedom, you have freedom over your time, and you can do what you desire with your time. And so that's what I meant. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and I would love, like, your comments on the bottom, and have a great day and be brave.